It's that time. Welcome to another episode of Little Talks, your weekly dose of marketing news and insights from Littlefield Agency.
Shall we?
Let's.
Okay, let's do it. Rube, it's good to see you.
It's good to see you.
And it is great to see Allie.
It's great to see both of you.
It's great to see you too.
Brandon, insert fanfare music here.
Yes, we have Allie Putnam with us here today.
Yeah.
We are super excited. Allie is a lit turn, and we're going to dive into just kind of her backstory here in a little bit. She's going to talk a major trend right now, which we alluded to last week. We were on top of it, buddy.
Yeah, we were 4 or 5 hours ahead of it.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. But hey, let's talk. The Roop celebrated a big milestone. Roop, what happened last week?
Carrie and I celebrated our 10th wedding anniversary on Saturday.
Congratulations.
Brandon, also insert fanfare music here.
10 years.
Yeah.
I remember the beach photos.
Yeah. Yeah.
What beach did you get married on?
It was Majical Beach in Mexico.
Can you say that one more time?
Majical. That's the name of the resort. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's in Playa del Carmen.
You look good in a tan suit.
That was a long time. I was a young man then. I was looking at those and thinking, man, how different.
I don't think you've aged that much,
You don't
buddy.
think so? Oh, okay. Well,
I mean, you were clean shaven.
that's what I was fishing
that's about
for,
it.
so thank you.
Yeah, oh, jeez, of course you were.
Yeah, we had a nice anniversary. It was a real good time.
Hey, we want to give a shout out. We had our staff meeting on Monday. You did an awesome job presenting yourself, Allie.
Thank you.
And Brandon Bergen killed it.
See, he doesn't read the
Absolutely.
script, so he didn't know this was coming.
Oh, Brandon. So, do you want to explain what Brandon did to the best of your ability?
To the best of my ability, Brandon entered a contest. He said he's going to edit this. Brandon entered a contest where he had to take a Super 8 film, which is a really, really old format. And basically he had, I think it was 3 minutes.
3
It's
minutes?
3 minutes worth of film, and he had to shoot something and not edit it. There was no digital editing. It was all in-camera editing, which is right out of the gate brutal. Very, very tough. So you basically have to shoot in sequence, and you have to get it right the first time. So he got a crew together. Courtney Roberts' son has a cameo in this thing, and he slapped together a script. I'm sure it was a lot more work than slapping together, but yeah, he laughed at that. But anyhow, he entered this contest.
He's like, don't downplay me.
Yeah, I sent this off, and he was goaded into sharing it with us at the staff meeting on Monday, and it was really incredible.
It was inspiring.
Yeah, it was really cool.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Brandon, is it on YouTube?
No, he says no.
I was going to say maybe we could share it on the landing page.
It's on Vimeo, I think.
It's on Vimeo.
Oh, it's
Yes. So you guys should check it out.
Nice work.
Okay,
Okay,
there we
maybe
go. Yeah, we can embed that.
We link that
Yeah.
into the landing
We'll get
page.
that
So
in.
take a look. It's worth a couple of minutes.
No,
It's
it's
really
definitely
impressive.
worth it for
Yeah.
sure. I'm excited for the next
We've been
one.
telling you he's a legit filmmaker for a long time,
Yeah.
like
No, he's the real deal.
like Hollywood.
Okay, Allie, we would like for you to
Wait, we have one more client.
we have one
news.
more?
Someone's feeding us today.
Yeah, actually not a client, a partner. Metex. They're our virtual reality, augmented reality partner. And when the storms hit a couple weeks ago, the CEO reached out and gave us a gift card for our executive team to say, hey, have lunch on us. We know that there's a lot going on. That is very thoughtful.
It's incredible. Infamously, Sam has exec team meetings over lunch every Wednesday.
And at the end of each meeting, by the way, we rate our meetings on a scale of 1 to 10. And Roop, at best, has given me an 8.5
You can never get higher without lunch.
because he's like, there's no lunch.
But today,
And today, I was like, I'm expecting at least a 9.5.
yeah, today you have a shot at a 10.
Yes. Oh. Wow. Don't tease me. Gonna make me blush over here. Jeez.
It could happen.
That is our news. Allie, we want you to introduce. Allie is from Oklahoma State University.
Yeah.
Just graduated and is going into her master's program. And so we'd
Yes.
love it for you to give us a quick spiel, kind of tell our viewers and listeners what you're doing this summer. And of course, you can't leave out your European vacation. So please take it away.
Well, thank you for that lovely introduction. Yeah, so my name's Allie. I am born and raised here in Tulsa, and I went to college at Oklahoma State University. Go Pokes! We're
Go Pokes, baby.
big OSU fans here.
Pistols firing.
Yeah,
I'll allow it.
exactly. But this summer I've been actually working with Roop, and then we've been doing kind of more of the digital content side, working with personas and doing like a lot of research, persona auditing, things like that. So, and yeah, just kind of giving a really deep dive into agency life, Yeah, just trying to
you made
learn
us-
everything I can.
You made us go viral on TikTok.
That was not me alone. It was me and Emma.
And Emma will be on next week. We're very excited to have Emma on.
Yes.
She's behind the cameras today watching.
Yep,
with-
she's kind of
Brandon.
walking us through. She's telling us to calm down, etc. Thank you, thank you, Emma.
Yeah.
But no, you guys have done a phenomenal job, and you both have integrated really nicely. So Emma had a couple of week head start on Allie, and Allie, why was that?
Yeah, well, because you guys so fortunately let me start later because I was actually in Europe. I have 2 friends who live there, and they wanted me to come see them for kind of like a end of the year bachelor's trip right before my master's.
So awesome.
Yeah, I kind of went a little bit of, well, I mean, everywhere that I could. So London, and then I was in Nice, France, and Leipzig, Germany, Berlin.
She went hiking?
So yeah, and almost died. I'm not a hiker, but my friend was like, such an easy hike, you'll do great. And I was like, but it was beautiful, it was worth it.
We saw pictures. It did look amazing.
And your master's is international communication. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you have to do things like travel.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's lucky that I love it, and I have friends who live in other places, and
That
they let
is
me
so cool.
they let me come visit them. So I'm
is-
very fortunate.
That is so awesome.
Thanks.
Highlight of your internship so far? Anything in particular?
Oh, I mean, working with the team's just been great. I mean, it's really nice just because
We prepped
here,
her before we went on.
yeah.
Here's some money,
Yeah,
Allie.
this is prepped.
Go ahead.
Oh no, yeah, but I mean, it's just been really nice. Everyone's been really helpful, giving me good advice, and letting me kind of see like all parts of the agency life, which is really what I wanted because I've never worked in an agency before, so it's great.
I told Allie and Emma they are 2 very, very thoughtful interns.
Aw,
So that
thanks.
they get to meet with everyone at the agency, kind of get their background, understand what they're doing. They asked me some awesome questions. And then seeing Roop send a picture to me of you in the persona exercise, I think it was for Freewave.
Yeah, for
Oh,
Freeway.
yeah.
Yeah, and Allie got a real cool glimpse. They're not teaching that in school, to my understanding. And so for you to have that maybe like high level, but not into the details.
Yeah, I was like, it's kind of more like an overview, but it's like really like in depth. I'm getting to actually do the work, and so
Awesome.
it's amazing.
She got to name some personas yesterday.
Yeah, I did. That was pretty fun.
Do you have a favorite name that you came up with?
Yeah, Ollie and Guess.
Ollie and Gas.
Ollie and Gas.
Ollie, then in period, and then gas. And we spelled gas weird, didn't
Yeah,
we?
I think we spelled it like a fancy kind
Yeah,
of.
there's a French accent to you in there.
Yeah, it's French. It's 'cause
Anyhow,
I
it's,
just went
it's
to
an
France.
oil and
I was gonna
gas.
say,
She's an
you
oil
just-
and gas.
you just went to there.
Ollie-
Yeah, so
Ollie
oil and gas, Ollie and Guess. Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Well, we love having you here. And
thank you.
Allie is here until the middle of August before she goes back and starts her master's program. We'll have Emma on next week. Emma's got, 10 days, 15 days left?
Yeah, like 2 weeks.
2
Oh,
weeks.
no, already.
It's so sad.
I know. I was just like, geez.
I feel like we just started.
Amen to
I
that,
know.
man. Here we are in the middle of July. So we have Allie on today because A, she's a Litern. B, you nailed it last week, Rube. I gotta give it to you. You were 4 hours ahead of a major announcement, and that would be Threads.
Yeah, Meta's
Meta's new world
Twitter clone is what
with
they were
a
calling it at
little
the time. Yeah.
Instagram-esque
Yeah.
love. So what we'd like to talk you through here's the nice thing for all of our clients that work with us on a daily basis. They already have Threads accounts. They are on top of it. Roop's in a POV on what they need to do the next morning after the platform was announced. It came out around 5 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m.
Yeah, somewhere between 5
Yeah.
and I heard about it around 7.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so first off, I want to ask you, we're going to walk you through this for those that may not have a Threads account or not very familiar. What's your number?
I'm in the I'm 570,000.
570,000.
So I'm in like the first 500,000-ish area.
Allie, what's your number?
Oh, I have no idea, to be honest.
So you,
I'm just shy of 3 million.
I know, and I told you-
2.9 million. So
I told you
got
that
me-
night. I was like, sign up, Sam, sign up. Yeah. So if you joined us from Threads, because we did kind of promote this a little bit on Threads last week that we were going to be talking about it today. Welcome. If you're not, and you don't know what this number is. When you sign up for Threads, you do it using your Instagram account, and it's extremely easy. It takes about 2 clicks, and boom, you're there. And a lot of the folks that you were following on Instagram, you'll be following also on Threads to get started, which is kind of nice. But they gave you a sequential number, and it links back on your Instagram
Literally
account.
ties into your Instagram account
Yeah.
under your profile.
Under your profile, there's a little
Yeah.
Threads icon and a number, and so that number for the first day or so was kind of a badge of honor if you had a low number. So Sam was really bent when he found out he was 3 million, and I was
But now I'm feeling really good though.
you got to be
I think
because
you should.
Yeah, I'm feeling
because
good.
as of this morning, how many users do they have on Threads? Sam?
107 million active users.
107 million, and that number will already be dated by the time you hear this podcast.
So you have a really cool tool that you subscribe to that literally shows the active user count. I don't know if it's a website or a tool.
It's just a website I found that's tracking it, and they hit 100 million Monday morning.
Which is nuts.
Yeah, and so has it slowed a little bit here? Yeah, it's also mid-work week, so that makes some sense to me. But they had a few honors in the speed. I mean, you've probably already, if you haven't read about it, it was making news. More than just being kind of a Twitter clone, the speed in which it was growing was a big story. It was the fastest platform to hit was it 100 million?
100 million.
In ever, which beat ChatGPT, which I was like, oh, we're counting that? Yeah, ChatGPT took like 2 or 3 weeks. Twitter took 2 or 3 years. Facebook took 9 months. So 100 million in 5 days is pretty impressive.
And I got to give a shout out to Meta/Instagram. They thought this through.
That team did.
That team really, and one big thing. Okay, let's say you sign up for a Threads account. You're like, you know what? I don't want to be here and whatever. You can't delete your Threads account without deleting.
They have said they're going to decouple that.
Yeah.
Your Instagram account.
Yeah.
Which to me, I was like, dang.
They've tied you in.
They've tied you in.
They
got you hooked.
Yeah. And, what we all looked at it initially as, this is a Twitter clone. They're trying to replace Twitter. They look at it as a text version of Instagram, which the more you use it, you kind of start seeing it that way. And, it's called Threads because you're creating a thread to talk about a topic or a position or whatever. And that's not really how we use Instagram.
Totally.
And that's more like how we use Twitter. So I see why people are thinking that. But it's really expanding kind of the meta universe. And to be fair, to be honest, I think as Facebook gets older, and we talk about that skewing as an older audience as the time goes by.
Absolutely.
So they rolled out Instagram and kind of recaptured the youth for a while.
So
they're kind of getting ahead of Instagram, also maybe getting long in the tooth, and so this is the next attempt to grab some age.
Allie, let me ask you this: are you 22?
Yes.
22 years young. Oh my God! You remember you're 22? Holy cow!
It's my Taylor
So
year.
is T Swift is a big thing right now. We had a lot of Swifties over the weekend in Kansas City. But is 22 years old. What is your thought towards Threads? Like, are you going to engage? You've signed up for it.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay.
Well, I mean, in this kind of realm, we're all about social media, of course.
100%.
But
yeah, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, it's just so convenient even signing up. Everything's all linked together. And, Meta's really smart for this because, you can tell they really strategically planned kind of their plan of attack almost. And, yeah, because of that, it can just be such a big rival to Twitter.
It really is. And then from a brand's perspective, your perspective towards brands, like, are you following them? I know that your following carries over to any brands that you follow on Instagram, but is that intriguing to you? Are you keeping up with them there? Or are you more tied to Instagram and, hey, Threads is an afterthought? Like, walk us through that.
I will say, for me, I never was a big Twitter user in general.
Same.
So, it was kind of a newer concept, but I am really intrigued by Threads. I think it's really nice. The algorithm, I think it just, allows people to be more engaged. It's not really about, having to create, amazing content even. They can just kind of be like, oh, these are my thoughts, and then people will just automatically see it.
Yeah, right now it is.
Yeah, at least
it's nice.
as of right now, that's how it is.
Well, and I think about it, brands, there's some notable brands on Twitter. Wendy's has owned Twitter for years now,
Oh, yeah,
right?
of course.
They really developed an attitude via that platform. It was cool seeing our very own brand via Roop. You got some ats and shout outs
I saw
from some
that.
notable brands.
Yeah, we've interacted.
Was it TechCrunch?
We've interacted with TechCrunch, Adweek.
HubSpot too, right?
And it's not
HubSpot
it's
last
not,
night.
Did
yeah.
they HubSpot?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw they liked one of our messages, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't happen.
Yeah, it is nice.
Exactly.
And for our own brands that we're stewards of, Grasshopper jumped in, I think that night, got in pretty early, and immediately was receiving love from all these guys, all these
So
mowing
cool.
groups. They were like, hey, you're one of the first mowing manufacturers here. High five. They were really kind of feeling
Which
the
is
love.
really,
Yeah.
that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
that's the whole point of it.
Yeah, so people you find your community there pretty easily. I've been really impressed with that part of it. Now the algorithm, some people love it, some people hate it. It's not sequential, it's not a timeline.
Yep.
So you kind of can sometimes be like, I've seen this, or I'm seeing too much of this person. That is something they're addressing. It'll get adjusted. All the things people are kind of like, well, I like it, but I don't like this. that team's on there listening to this and making those adjustments. And to be fair, we have to talk about Twitter for a second here.
Please.
Oh yeah, of course.
So the only reason this happened as quick as it did is because, like we thought, they confirmed this when Musk decided to put tweet limits on viewers for whatever reason that weekend before the 4th of July. The Facebook team or the Meta team said, hey, how fast can we get this out? Let's go. So I think a lot of the features that people are like, why isn't this here yet? They probably thought they had more time.
Totally.
And now they're like, well, we just had to, and it worked. They struck when the iron was hot.
They did phenomenally. So Roop and I were just texting all last Wednesday evening, and he sends me a screenshot. Zuck had his first tweet in how long? 10 years?
Something like that. He was throwing shade
He's
back.
throwing. I mean, there's going to be a full-on fight.
Well,
they're already feuding, kind of.
They're already kind of feuding
they're
publicly.
feuding.
It's kind of weird. That physical cage match thing they were going to do, I heard is back on.
Oh, I didn't even
That
know
would be
about that.
so. It's
Zuckerberg's
amazing.
tweeting.
Google it.
I said
I
tweeting.
should.
Zuckerberg's sending threads out of
Is he
himself
threading?
training for it. He's threading. Yeah, that's the other thing. We're still working on the nomenclature here.
Yeah.
I'd be down. Like, let's.
Like your followers would be maybe your thread count would make sense.
Yeah, thread
So
count
like
I
people
like.
and the team's like, oh, give us your ideas. Like they're incorporating. It's a pretty fun environment.
I like thread count.
Yeah,
and
it's
I like.
fun.
Hey, I'm down for some good threading.
Yeah, you should be. So, by comparison, just because everyone
Yep.
will compare them, Twitter has about last time that we had official reporting, which has been pre-Musk, they had about 350 million users. They've always been a small platform. I mean, that's a lot of numbers.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But like not in the billions.
Comparably
pretty small. So that Threads is already at a third of that. That's pretty
In a week.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. They think that
Amazing.
Threads will ultimately end up amounting to, in the next 2 years, about $8 billion in additional ad revenue for Meta, which is, we all know the ads are coming and we're as interested in it as you guys are. So when that happens, we'll look at those and make recommendations. But one of the things we said we would talk about is like, what brand strategy should you have on Threads? And so if you came for that and you waded through everything else, here we go. The truth is we're all still figuring it out. The strategy right now is...
Call it an exploration phase, right?
Yeah, you should be in there exploring. What do my notes say here? Experiment and explore. Connect with your audience and your community and be patient. Grow, find your people and grow them, which is exactly what Grasshopper's doing right now.
They are, and Grasshopper's doing a hell of a job. But also, to find your people, it's not that hard.
No, it's
Because
not.
it's just so seamlessly integrated with Instagram.
They do a good job of suggesting based
Really?
on what you follow and like as well.
No, it's great, but explore, have fun, and like we've alluded to, it's a very supportive environment right now.
Yes, it is.
Hey,
Very
we're
positive.
here. Glad to see you there. I mean, that is an affirmation that it's a good feeling.
I saw the folks, the City of Tulsa account was trying to find other, like who's here from Tulsa kind of stuff. Like, oh, and all these brands from Tulsa were like raising their hand and jumping in. Like, it's pretty cool. If you're trying to create content, you can do stuff like that, reach, explore. The content that's doing the best, which is no shocker, this is always the case, is humor. So humor always plays. And it's not, it's not edgy humor or anything. It's just kind of lighthearted fun.
Totally.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for something that you're hoping people latch on to, you really want to create a topical thread, something that people can answer, like, where are my people from Tulsa? Where are people from my industry? If you have some sort of self-depreciating humor you can toss in there, they seem to like that. Wendy's is again killing it on this platform too. Arby's is in there. They're all in there.
Wendy's is almost doing, I think they, at first, like, they were threading every 5 minutes.
They were going hard, yeah.
They were going hard. It's like, all right, guys, take it easy. I'm glad that you're here and you're proving that you are
settle
very
down.
initial in this space. But have some fun with it.
Yeah, have fun. And it feels like the algorithm can support roughly 3 threads a day from you, is what I'm kind of seeing. Like, if you do, you're right. If you do more than that, it can be a lot.
It's a lot. Yeah. Everyone's out there looking. So
we're going to be engaged in this platform, and we're going to continue to post
nice
there.
Work.
And it'll grow, and we'll be growing with it. So.
Yep, absolutely. There's a lot more to come on this. Like Roop said, they timed this really well. There are some kinks to work out, but kudos to the Threads team, because that was pretty good execution.
Yeah, they're really killing it.
One of the smoothest launches in
I was really impressed.
the history of the internet, probably.
Yeah. I mean, it was amazing. So, Allie, any closing thoughts?
Besides that, I'm happy to be here. No.
This is why we love that.
This is how most
She is
threads
lovely.
started last
She
week,
is,
too. I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, exactly. That's like all of
I
my
think that's
accounts
literally
been.
was our first thread with Tom
Oh,
dancing.
it might have been,
Yes.
yeah.
Tom's not there.
Tom.
I think he's at
Tom's a good
deployment
sport
now.
for that.
Tom's a great sport.
Yeah,
So
check out Tom on TikTok.
Yep, Tom on TikTok via
Yes.
Littlefield Agency. Okay, cool. Well, we'll have this live. This will go to our prospective customers probably later today.
Yeah.
Via email.
Amazing.
Yep.
Okay, Allie, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
We love
and
having you
chatting
here.
with
And
me.
Emma, we will see you next week.
Yeah.
Adios.
Okay, thanks. Brendan, take it away.
And that's a wrap. We hope you've enjoyed our little chat and found ways to grow your own marketing strategies. Remember to subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts and follow us on social media at Littlefield Agency.